Look, just because this ain't no Raid 3 doesn't mean I didn't spend majority of this film's running length watching it through my fingers. Apostle. Now, Apostle is a new Netflix original film, and in this film we follow Dan Stevens' character. He is looking for his missing sister who has been taken by this religious cult that lives off on this island. So he decides to get into this island and go look for her, but when he arrives on the island, he realizes the religious cult might be the least of his concern. Now, I was looking forward to this film because of its director. The Raid films are absolutely gnarly and an absolute blast. So I was looking forward to see whatever this guy does next. Well, of course, I was hoping it would be the Raid 3. Apostle sounded really cool. It sounded like the Raid meets the Wicker Man. And to be honest, that's exactly what Apostle is. It is this dark, nasty, brutal version of the Raid and the Wicker Man. I thought this movie was brutal, it was gnarly, it was intense, yet it was somehow beautiful and striking to behold the entire time. It isn't a perfect film, by no means, and I definitely feel like from my group of friends that I saw this with, I was the one who liked it the most. I definitely think if you have Netflix, to definitely put this one on your watch list. Also, narratively, this movie is very interesting to watch. I was curious to see what was going on, so I liked the mystery element that was going on in this film. I will admit though, I don't think the answers to the mystery are as satisfying as maybe the film thinks it is, because I do think it leaves a little bit too much open. Also, the movie is maybe a bit 15 minutes too long. The first half of this film is a bit slow, and I think the first half will turn some people off. I definitely say stick with it. I like the first half. I like the mystery element to it. I like Dan Stevens going around playing detectiveness and just experiencing this world. But I think it makes it more rewarding when you get to those last 45 minutes. Because holy crap, last 45 minutes, I literally had to watch it behind my fingers. It is grotesque, it is gory, it is gnarly, and it's definitely coming from the director of the Raid films, you guys. I won't spoil anything, but there is something that happens with an eye in this thing that, yeah, yikes. Also, the imagery and the cinematography and the camera work is just insanely good in my opinion. It is grotesque, but it is a roller coaster ride. Once it kicks in, you are not being let go. Overall, Apostle is a beautifully striking and brutal and dark film that I think is just absolutely visceral and intense in its last 45 minutes. It takes a little bit to get going, and some of the narrative flow is a bit messy, but the journey and the roller coaster ride that this film is going to put you on is definitely worth the trip. As a score goes, I'm going to give Apostle a 4 out of 5. So you guys, there you have it. That was my review for Netflix's original film, Apostle. I was a big fan of it. I really like this movie. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of the film, if you saw the film. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slash Movier, and you guys have just been slashed.